Everyone.
Hey!
Why are we here?
Freedom rally, medical freedom.
Oh, you live?
Yes,
Fuck the
no
government,
force
fuck
yeah.
LA, supervisors.
Yeah, these supervisors in LA are like, they suck.
Yeah.
I mean, they're trying to force people to take a vaccine.
Yeah.
We don't have to do that. We have the right not to do it. I don't want to take a vaccine. I'm not taking the mark of the beast.
Here. Awesome.
I've already said it. Not doing it.
Yeah.
So pass on the video, guys. And Facebook might get mad at me.
There's,
Good seeing you.
current battle is probably induced.
Facebook sucks too. So Zuckerberg, fuck him. Pass this video on, guys. We're gonna get some great footage today. There's a lot of people here. Hey, good. How are you doing?
Yeah, you don't want to like spread it to somebody when you're skinny. Always eating this all week, and then it's like, you know, like.
Yeah, we are. Yeah. Thanks for being here. There's a lot of people here today. It's great. It's great to see the turnout.
Yeah, and I think it's the first one they've done.
Yeah, it is. It is the first one. I'm just happy that this many people are turning out here. It's just great. It's amazing.
Me too. We gotta send messages back to the rest of America that California
Yeah.
is not Soviet communist.
God bless you. Thank you for being here. Sarah, how are you doing?
It's time to take back everything that's been stolen from us.
So Sarah's running for governor of California. Say hi, Sarah.
Hi.
So she's Christian, which is a good thing. That's a big deal because we have some crazy people that run California.
Yes.
So tell them what you want to do for California, Sarah.
There's three main things that we need to start with. Number one, we have to have a prosperous, thriving economy. Number two, we have to reform our education system. And number three, we have to get the homeless off the street.
Okay.
The reason why I'm here today is because I believe in medical freedom, and I don't think that we should be forced to put a vaccine in our body if we don't want to. We shouldn't have to lose our job because of it. Our children shouldn't be not allowed to go to school if they don't wear a mask and do as they're told or get a vaccine. So this is the time where we have to stand up for all of our rights before all of them are taken away from us.
Sure. And how long have you lived in California?
Born and raised.
You're born and raised in
Yes.
California, and what got like Gavin Newsom? He's been sweating. I've been noticing that.
Yes.
He's worried.
Yes.
He's worried. And also, my concern is you have all these other people who are not addressing the voter fraud situation that occurred in the presidential election.
I know.
Are you concerned about
And
that?
what's really sad too is there's actually some candidates. I'm not going to mention any names, but some of the quote unquote top candidates that are saying that the 2020 election was not stolen.
Yeah,
And any
yeah.
real patriot knows that it definitely was.
Yeah.
And if we can't stand up for truth in those basic things, then what are we talking about?
Sure.
We have no business leading the state if we can't expose the darkness and stand up for what's right. So I'm 100% for election integrity. I'm for in-person voting. You know, and of course, if there's disabled people, they have to mail it in. But, you know, there's certain situations that we have to stand up for the truth, and this is one of them, you know?
And we need e-verify, guys. It's
Yes.
very important to verify the voters.
Voter ID checks,
Yeah, voter
right.
ID checks. To verify someone. I mean, I go to the bank, and they verify me automatically so I can take out money from the bank, so it's not that hard to verify a voter.
Yeah. So it's time. Look us up, www.makecaliforniagoldagain.com, and help us win this election. Yes to recall Newsom. Yes for Sarah Stevens.
Guys, look, check her out, okay?
Thank you.
God bless you. You take care. So Sarah is running for governor, so I'm excited to see the different people are running. So Sarah is a good one. She's Christian, so I value that. That's important for me. As anybody who's running for governor of California, they should have some morals and principles, and they should be taking some action against this situation that's going on, especially with the voter fraud in the state of California. So let me flip the camera over so you guys can see what's going on. Yeah, exactly. Someone just said, Jackie said, I bet they have to have an ID to buy a beer or cigarettes. Yeah, that's so true. Yeah, that is a fact. Wait, what's going on? Oh, a cop is arresting someone for getting out of line. Look at this, guys. Look at that, guys. Bo's getting arrested for being an idiot.
Which group are you guys?
Wow. Already. Yep, that's what happens, guys, when you break the law. Yeah. Look at this guy. He's getting out of hand with the cops. I'm like, yeah. This guy needs to relax.
Trying to help you, fool. Shut up and calm down. Can't you see they're trying to help you?
Crazy stuff.
Hey.
On YouTube? Oh, when did the phone Oh, okay, I can figure it. Yeah. I didn't take you though. I didn't take you in my name. No, I didn't get you. I didn't get you on the video. Don't worry.
Promise me.
It has to be really close
Promise
to
me
me.
that you're going to
Oh,
take
good.
that. Are you live right now?
Yeah, I'm live. Yeah. On Facebook, mainly.
Yeah. Can you get rid of the car?
Yeah, I will. Hey, how are you doing, dude?
Fucking exhausted.
Yeah, there's a lot of people here.
Did you see the fight earlier?
Yeah, well, I didn't see a fight earlier, but I did just see someone get arrested right now. I don't know who that is, but he's getting arrested.
Yep. Yeah,
That's
you missed all the
unfortunate.
fun, dude. They massed over on the other side of the street.
And they
45th
went
News
into
Brigade.
a fight?
Yeah, it's 45th News Brigade here. They were across the street. We had comms and everything. We had people on them. And Antifa, they massed up on the corner of the street. And we started calling for backup. Next thing you know, they started crossing the street. I got it on video, and all hell broke loose. And our guys just went at it. They came at us, and it was.
Who are your guys? Who are your guys?
What do you call it? Our Patriot guys, our security team. We
Okay.
were holding the line, trying to keep them from blowing through. Because we knew they were going to cross the street at any moment. So basically, we held the line. We called for reinforcements. And just as we did that, they started crossing the street, and next thing you know, they started fighting us.
Wow.
So,
Wow. Did they pepper spray you guys?
oh yeah, they pepper sprayed. I believe one of our guys got stabbed by Antifa.
Got stabbed?
Yeah, got stabbed. His stuff is still in the middle of the street.
Stabbed?
Stabbed, yeah.
Is
stabbed.
blood or like,
Yeah.
is there blood?
Yeah, he was taken to hospital. I don't know
Wow.
who he is yet. Yeah. So it's
Someone
pretty-
was stabbed, guys. Antifa stabbed somebody on our side.
Yep.
That is, wow.
Yeah, so these are pretty fucking serious.
These are
guys.
domestic terrorists, guys. Domestic terrorists. That's what I call them. Domestic terrorists.
Yep.
Wow. Was BLM here or just Antifa?
Mostly Antifa. Like when we first got here, there were spotters all around. So we kept an eye on them. And then we had some intel that they might be hiding out in a, parking structure over by Grand Park.
Oh, is that where they're still at right now?
No, they're mostly across the street right now, what's left of them. But we had intel that they were hiding out nearby. And so we knew they were going to come. So we kept an eye out for them, and we saw them coming down the street, down First Street towards Spring. So we kept an eye on them. I was in the front right here at the intersection. And as soon as they started crossing the street, I started radioing in, back up, they're crossing the street. And that's when our guys came up, and we formed a line, and Antifa came up, and they started coming at us, and we were holding our ground, and one guy on our side got stabbed and all that. So, but
that's just horrible.
Yeah, and as soon as
did you guys hear anything from him at all?
We haven't
or
heard.
Is he in the hospital?
Yeah, I don't know who he is, but he got taken to the hospital, and Yeah, so as soon as the fight started breaking out, the cops rolled on in and they created a separation.
The barricade?
Between us.
Yeah, I see that right now. There's a barricade.
Yeah, but right now,
as I was walking here, I didn't see anything. I just got here
Yeah.
like maybe 30 minutes ago.
Yeah.
I've been live. I don't know how long I've been live, but yeah.
Yeah, if I could do a plug-in, check WYSIWYG TV. He was going live throughout the whole thing. There was a couple other live streamers too. So.
Okay, good.
But yeah, it got pretty hot pretty fast. We knew they were coming though, so we were prepared.
I'm glad you're here though. I'm glad all you guys are here holding up the line and everything. So I'm glad it's Patriots.
We wanted to make sure that we knew they're coming, so we wanted to make sure we had a plan ready for them.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you guys did. I mean, they're pretty organized.
Yeah.
And then you have the LAPD that's also around too.
Yeah, exactly.
Which it helps out to have them also. I'm happy I'm here.
Yep.
This is amazing.
Yes, it's a
lot of Patriots.
It's an absolute amazing turnout.
Yeah, it is.
Great
I'm impressed for downtown LA. This is interesting. Thanks for letting everybody know what's going on. Omar.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
45th News Brigade. Travis.
Yes. God bless.
Yep. Thank you.
Flip over the camera. Trying to get as many people as possible here, covering everything. We got the governor, candidate governor. This is great. How's it going? How you doing, man? Good seeing you.
Can I get a picture of you?
Yeah. Camera right here going.
All right, thanks.
God bless you, brother. Do a little live stream right here.
Let me tell you something about myself.
Yeah, I'm surprised though they haven't ran through this area to cause chaos, because I could expect that coming from Antifa. And honestly, I'm not surprised they haven't ran right through. I'm surprised they haven't ran right through to do anything crazy, because nothing ceases to amaze me by these people, because they will do that. They are atrocious. They are crazy people. Hey, Nick. Say hi, man. Hey, good seeing you. I'm better.
Are you on live?
Yeah, I'm live right now. Yeah, I got some people. Say hi to everyone.
Hey, what's up, y'all?
Yeah, on Facebook, yeah.
Oh, Facebook? Oh,
Yeah.
man.
It's usually the biggest I have. Say hi to everyone, Nick.
What's up?
Yeah. Say hi to everybody.
Lexit, representing and
Yeah. No to Larry Elder. No to Larry Elder. He does not recognize there was fraud in our elections.
Anthony Trimino for governor of California.
Tell him who's Anthony.
Lexit is officially endorsing Anthony Trimino for governor of California. By the way, I haven't been on Facebook for almost a year because they banned me last Labor Day weekend.
You're on Instagram?
Yeah, they banned my other Instagram account. That's why I just have a little one. Anyway.
I'm surprised. They ban you from
Anybody
Facebook
that
and not
knows
Instagram.
me, I miss you. I miss my Facebook people. It's Carmen, Estelle. Anyway, yeah, AnthonyTrimino.com. You gotta check him out. He is a faith, family first candidate. He checks every single box that you could possibly want somebody to check. He has a family. He's very different from some of the other candidates. He has a family, he has a wife, he has children. He did not take the COVID vaccine. And he will fight. This is the hill that he wants to die on, because he has kids and he has 5 dogs in this fight, because he has 5 children to fight for.
No forced vaccination, everyone.
No mandatory vaccination, no vaccine passports, none of that. No, this is the hill that we die on, you guys.
And the schools need to stay open with no masks to children.
No masks, no vaccines for kids. You know what they're gonna say? They're gonna say, well, we already mandate vaccines for children, so what's one more? No. no more. This is the hill that we die on, you guys. This is a spiritual battle above everything else. This is a spiritual battle. They are trying to take your soul with that vaccine.
Yeah.
What's going to be next? The mark.
That's so true.
The mark will be next.
No, well, I mean, that's already the mark in itself.
It
By
could- yeah, it
mandating
could
us
be.
to get the vaccine, that is the mark. I
do
feel
it.
that is the mark. That's what I feel.
Yeah, a lot of people do. So
Yeah.
don't do it, y'all.
Yeah, look at all the Patriots that are here. This is amazing, right? I'm impressed.
There's
Just
like
to see the
1,000
turnout.
people here.
Yes, there is.
There's like 1,000 people here, and there was a stabbing. Antifa stabbed one of our guys, and also pepper sprayed a bunch of people earlier. But I think he's
Yeah,
gonna be
they rushed
okay.
that person to the hospital. That's really sad that someone will resort to stabbing someone. I mean, that's what they're domestic terrorist groups, so that's what they do. That's their
Larry
style.
Elder, unfortunately, people are talking about Larry Elder. That's fine. I mean, if you really want to vote for him, but we just don't believe that he's going to fight. He did not want to run. He was inserted into the position. Doesn't that sound like your typical politician? He was inserted. He did not want to run. He doesn't want to fight. He's going to go along to get along. That's why he said, if you have to wear a mask, I'll wear a mask. If you can't go to restaurants, I won't go to restaurants. No.
And by the way, guys,
Not
Larry
acceptable.
Elder behind your back, he'll tell people on the left that he recognizes that the election was won fairly.
Fairly
That's
and
what
fair.
Larry Elder said in an interview. So this is why I will not vote for him. I don't like rhinos, and he's another rhino. He's not a Republican.
You know, they say that the devil speaks with a snake tongue, both sides of his mouth. And Larry Elder said one thing on the liberal media news. He said, yes, Biden won the election freely and fairly. And then he goes on conservative news and he said, no, there was all kinds of shenanigans. Not okay. Not
Yeah,
acceptable.
you can't do that. I mean, you say one thing and then do the other. And that's not what we don't need. We need someone who's going to stick up for us, who's going to stick up for the Patriot movement.
That's right.
Yeah, so
Thank you, Omar.
God bless you.
God bless you.
Yeah.
When's the last time I'm gonna
Look,
see you?
I like that sign over there. United we stand. How can I not push this forward?
A speech therapist lady, older than I am. I met her from being assigned to work with her.
Oh, you're going to
And she's coming here to this thing, but I guess she's got issues with
All right, everybody. I'm glad you guys are watching. I appreciate you guys. I'm gonna go around a little bit more so you guys can like talk to everyone else. But this it turned out to be a great event. There's a lot of people here. I'm like quite proud of everyone that turned out to stand up for our country, you know, to stand up against this incompetent leftist agenda that they've been pushing on us. I mean, this is the problem. Hey, how are you? Good. How's everything? Just doing it live.
Yes.
I'm gonna walk back here. We're in downtown Los Angeles. For those of you that don't know, we're in downtown LA, in front of the City Hall. That's where we are right now. Very interesting to see the amount of turnout, people that come out. I'm happy to see people that are standing up, so let me see. My body, my choice, ha ha ha. Yeah, rhinos out. Definitely agree with you on that one. We got to get rhinos out of there because they've been in office. I mean, we have Liz Cheney in there, who's a total disservice for the country. We have other bunch of rhinos in there like Mitt Romney that are completely doing nothing for the Republican Party. All they're doing is siding with the Democrats every turn they get. And that's the problem. We have allowed them to roam and have power. We are having a recall in the state of California. It doesn't mean you guys cannot have that doesn't mean you can't have a recall in your state to get these people out of office. That's what I tell everyone. We have to force a recall all these rhinos that are in office right now and get them out of office. That's what we must do. If we don't do this, then we're going to continue to have a bunch of rhinos in office, and we have to make sure we get these people out of there. So they're not good for business, they're bad for business, and we have to make sure that we are pushing them out of office every step of the way, guys. So I'm gonna flip over the camera so you guys see what's going on here.
Sometimes it's like a very well-written story, so I'm not a numbers guy, but it might be.
Or kids. That was the most concerning for me to see how quickly people move. And like how quickly I.
Sir, sooner or later they're gonna require the dogs to wear masks. This dog doesn't have to wear a mask. You want to wear a mask, buddy? No, he doesn't. He's too cute to wear a mask. Why would we force a dog to wear a mask? The evil Democrats would do that. They're sickening people. Yeah, that's what they do, bro. That's what they do. Rhinos out. I'm gonna go over here. I see more action on this end right here. So I'm going to like go over here. What's going on? What's up, man? What's up, buddy? How you doing?
Enjoying this shit.
Yeah, right? I would too. I would like to. That would be interesting. You want to go across the street?
Well, my car's over there.
Yeah, I mean, I have to go to the back to the DoubleTree. That's where I parked.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, my car is.
It's very easy. Just cross the street over to that side and walk over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you want us to escort you. And we would gladly
No, I don't want. You know, it's just like I don't want any trouble. It's not like anybody.
Yeah, they'll just arrest you for any reason
Yeah,
these days.
Then we get arrested.
Yeah, it's like no reason to. It's not. Yeah, it's not worth it at all. It's not worth
We
it.
just need to get all these freaking
Yeah.
politicians out of California.
Yeah, I know we do. I mean,
This
they're
stuff
brainwashed.
wouldn't happen.
Antifa's brainwashed, and they're getting paid also. So like, you have a lot of these people are getting paid like $25, $30 an hour.
Really?
Yeah, they are. Yeah, it is. It's Bezos money. Yeah, yeah.
They'll tell you there's a website.
I've seen it on Craigslist, the ads, to do Antifa stuff's like 25 bucks an hour. No lie.
Really?
Yeah, that's why they do it. That's why they do it, you
That's
know?
freaking crazy.
It's very conservative, right?
Yeah.
Very conservative.
Yeah. Very conservative.
Very conservative. Oh man, this is the problem. I even hate when people are on our side of our thoughts. I mean, there's a lot of that. There's a lot of that going around.
I was really disappointed.
So I play well.
Hey. So what happened now? What's going on now?
They're just hanging out over there.
They're just hanging out.
Their corner, shame. Their shame corner.
Yeah,
Shameful Antifa.
I know.
And we're holding it down right here, all us patriots.
Imagine if we just walked over there and surrounded them. They'd start running.
Right?
They'd start running.
They probably would run. They probably would run.
They'd start running.
They would do that. That's just the thing that they do.
don't want
Yeah.
this wall of freedom.
Yeah. That's something they would do.
Is that all they got?
That's all they got.
Yeah.
They were never loved to shame.
No, they were not loved enough. No, they were not.
The number of people is a little disappointing, all right?
It's very disappointing. Their number is very disappointing.
Where's the participation trophies going on here? Because they're gonna start crying, guys.
Right, right.
The participation trophies. There we go.
Uh,
One of them's crying on the floor when Trump wins again,
Right.
and he gets back office.
Right.
I could see them all like crying like children.
Oh, yes. Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's a glorious day.
It'll be a glorious day.
Yes, it will.
Maybe sooner. Maybe we can get Trump in sooner or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. We gotta figure that out. Oh. Yeah. Let's see if the Daily Beast covers this again. They always do that. They always go on my Facebook and like write stories. So they enjoy doing that. They always watch for my live streams. I wouldn't be surprised though. Boom. Let me just go through all these comments. There's so many comments on here. I'm like trying to read through some of them. There's so many just flying in.
This is a full 3 minutes of food without eating any of
So many people were just taking it.
Yeah.
Tried to educate and make people talk about it the entire time.
There we go, guys. Excuse me.
I don't know if I gave you one of these yet. Everybody here knows what's going on. That just has all the evidence in one spot.
Thank you. Oh, good. To recall George Gascon. Yeah, there we go. How you doing? There we go, guys. That's the recall right there.
So far,
So I'm sharing regarding that. Hey, how you doing?
Starts a fight. How do you? Is it?
yeah, well, I'm sure you got kicked out here and you got maybe intimidated.
You know, I go back and forth, and it's a very delicate. It's a delicate act. It's a delicate act.
You don't side with
I don't side with anybody.
narrative.
I don't
You
side with
not
anybody.
with their narrative, yeah.
I don't side with anybody. Absolutely.
No, I didn't either. Until these people forced me on this side. these people forced me on this side.
Do you, when you say these people forced you on this side, do you mean that politically you don't necessarily consider yourself conservative, or what are you alluding to?
I'm a libertarian.
You're a libertarian?
I'm not a conservative. I'm not a Trump supporter exactly.
No?
This has nothing to do with Trump.
This year does not have anything to do with Trump. He is correct.
This is an anti-vax,
I'm for freedom. Like I said, I'm a libertarian.
My body, my choice.
And these people are always twisting the narrative that we're out here trying to hurt the community without being masked and for anti-vax. It's not about anti-vax, anti-mask. It's about freedom. And these people want to suppress the freedom of the press. You know that they've been trying to kick you out there. You know for a fact. Everybody can attest to this fact that these people are the violent ones, pushing people out. So if they don't get invited to this party, they know why.
What was the first fight you got into with them?
I plead the fifth, sir. I appreciate your content.
That was an interesting interview. Now, typically, I would get both sides, but that is probably not a good idea. And the reason is you never want to be the story. One thing that resonated was when the person who I just interviewed, who I did not ask his name, but I think we all know who it is. I'm losing batteries, guys. I'm gonna plug in really quick. Just gotta plug in.
Look. That's Antifa right there. Very small. Across the street. That's Antifa. Looks like George Soros can afford to hire more people to come. That's what probably would end up happening. George Soros did not afford to bring more people. Because maybe they're gonna show up last minute, I don't know. Hey, how you doing? What are the odds? Good. What are the odds of them showing up, right? It's a mystery in itself. I'm just like going out in circles here now. Like I don't know why I'm doing that. Make sure you guys pass this video around. You guys share it with your friends. Make sure you guys follow me at Real Omar Navarro. Real Omar Navarro. Make sure you guys follow me at Real Omar Navarro. Pass the video on. Share it with everyone. So we can cover this, show everyone what's going on here in LA, guys. So like it's gonna happen everywhere else. If it can happen here in downtown Los Angeles, it can happen anywhere.
Here, I'll wait right here. I'm asking if I can take the book. Elijah, come up, stay with Grandma right here. Stay with Grandma. Come on.
All right, it's time for me to end this live. I want to thank you guys for spending the time with me. I don't know for how long I was live. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you all. Make sure you guys share this video, share it with everyone else, share it afterwards, because you know how Facebook messes up with the algorithm, messes with my views. So make sure you guys share this video and you pass it out to everyone else. God bless. Take care. Omar Navarro here, guys. Go to omarnavarro.com also and make sure you guys support my campaign against Maxine Waters, because I'm running in the 43rd District of California. Also, make sure you guys go to arrestmaxinewaters.com, arrestmaxinewaters.com, arrestmaxinewaters.com. Make sure you guys go there, support me, donate to the campaign, help out the campaign, because it's going to take a grassroots effort to beat Maxine Waters. It's not going to happen overnight. We're going to have to put in the work, and I'm investing in making sure that we address the voter fraud that is occurring here in Los Angeles and in the state of California. That is what I am concerned about. So please, guys, support what I'm doing. God bless you guys.
So I have his phone number, so why not? Let's call and see what's up. See what's up, because it's important you talk to one person to get the other side. I'm going to try again, but that number didn't seem to connect.
They live in the basement.
There's two more. One's wearing a green jacket. We already know this jacket. It's 90 fucking degrees. We're back there. I don't know if anybody else caught him, but I believe in the First Amendment too, but there comes a point at which you know these two guys, huh? You know these guys? I just want to make sure they're good. Yeah, they came in, but they've got a friend. That's good. So they came in creepy as shit. So gotta keep an eye out for everybody. You see something, you say something. That's how you know who you're looking at. So, yeah, they're good dudes. They went right up to somebody that we know, and so it's okay. Sorry, you guys, looking on my nose. I really hate that. I hate doing it.
Is there a doctor somewhere?
Heckled by one of the cars going by. So, Mr. Antifa approved press right there, goes by Plastic Jesus, says that on his account, Antifa approved. It's quite clear he's Antifa approved. There's a lot of Antifa approved. Make horrible signs. You can't even read that sign.
You wear masks and not condoms.
What up, man? You got the Raider game?
as you can see, still quite a crowd of people watching Antifa, along with police officers. You gotta
We know that all these politicians and groups are funded by George Soros. This is what they did.
Go home, crackhead! Nobody wants your crackhead ass here. Go home! Hey, you probably can't even get your dick sucked because it fell off from the vaccine. Stop making that sign, man. You know your dick fell off from the vaccine.
Say take off the fake watch.
Take off the fake watch, man. That watch is fake. Did you guys get your lunch money from Soros today? Are you guys happy?
Couldn't get a job in the real world.
Go ahead.
Who's paying you?
Winged Angel, thank you very much for that $5 super chat.
Paying you guys?
Yeah, who's
We
paying
know
you
that
for
Soros
that?
pays the homeless people.
If you guys took those masks off, you guys will be fucking kids. That's why you guys don't take this shit off. Because you guys are all little fucking kids. You guys got wrecked earlier. Fucking wrecked. Fucking pussy.
Did you get this job off Craigslist?
Show your face. Show your face, pussy. Show your face. Hey, that middle finger, stick that middle finger up your ass. Stick that middle finger up your fucking ass.
Rose, thank you for that super chat.
Orange is the
I
new
know,
black.
man, listen for Soros.
Nah, too many black people over there. They got too many black people. Look at all black people right there. You know what I mean?
Come on, show those faces.
Look.
Show those ugly ass faces.
I'm scared of her thighs.
You guys are like 20 years old, huh? Hey, all you guys were the losers at school, and now you guys think you're fucking cool, huh? I can fucking tell. None of you were ever shit
I'm scared of
until Antifa came
any
along, and
black
now
dude
y'all
with a
feel like you're cool, huh?
is bad.
You feel like you got a fucking purpose, huh? Why do you keep making this signal? You want to fucking come? You can't, huh? Because of the vaccine.
Behringer, thank you very much for that $20 Venmo. I do appreciate it. Gretchen, thank you very much for that $20 donation as well. And Louie, thank you very much for that $40 in PayPal. You guys are great. Thank you. Thank you so much. I truly do appreciate this. Let's go back to heckling Antifa. This is sort of fun.
Black dude, you too dirty to be protesting. Don't clean your clothes before you protest.
Do you have your vaccine passports yet? Vaccine passports!
You should go over there, man.
Are you vaccinated?
You have a dirty
sweatshirt to protest.
Look, the dude right there have a dirty
You
sweatshirt
know
of
you
a
can't
bird.
travel soon if you don't have vaccine paper.
He has a dirt thing in the
They
shape
have
of
it
a
in
bird.
Nazi Germany. You're on my own
He
side.
has a dirt thing in the shape of a bird. He has a Mickey Mouse shirt.
Show us your papers.
She was yelling.
He
I
has
was
a
like, go for it,
Burberry
girl, let's do
shirt.
it, you know? My throat is done.
You have a dirty sweatshirt stain on. Look like bird wing. He has a phone clip. He has a phone pouch. He's dangerous. Look at her. You can tell she shot at Goodwill. She ain't got the whole. She ain't got the whole shot.
Why you need drink bullying back to school?
Yeah.
They can't afford a megaphone across the street. Between all of us.
V Radio, thank you very much. For those of you who haven't checked out V Radio yet, go listen to his podcast and and check out his videos. Great content over on V-Radio on YouTube. Great guy. You can hear an interview with me along with many other people. David Davidson interview was phenomenal. I think I got that last name right.
You guys are all crackheads. You smoke
KKK members
You
to not
all
be
look like
racist.
you fucking smoke meth. Go home, crackheads. Hey, you keep taking that mask off. Is it hard to breathe with that mask on? Is it hard to breathe with that mask on? Yeah, wearing a sheet. Right. Yeah, fuck Biden! Fuck Biden! Freedom over fascism! Freedom over fascism! Go home! Go home, crackheads! Go home, crackheads! You all look like rabid dogs! Is this what the vaccine does? It turns you into a rabid dog? You look like rabid dogs! Oh, there she is! See who just pulled up?
Different pieces of clothing and items that like mark me as press. I have my press pass here.
You fucking communist bull-looking bitch! You fucking communist bull-looking bitch! You're all fucking communist bull-looking bitches! Fucking communists! Yeah, whatever, pussy! Fuck Antifa! Fuck Antifa! That's why y'all got raped! Fuck Antifa! 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 I know y'all don't have no rights. Especially you with the blue mask. I can tell you don't have no fucking rights. I can tell you are a fucking nerd in high school and you ain't never did shit. You're all fucking pussies. Gabe is a fat rat. Gabe is a fat little rat. Gabe is a fat fucking rat. And fuck Antifa. You're a crackhead. You're all fucking crackheads. You see that? If you look to your left, you'll see a crackhead. That's a crackhead. If you've never seen a crackhead, that's a crackhead. You guys go back to your tent. Go back to your tent where you came from. Go back to Portland. We don't want you here. You're fucking communists. You're communist bootlickers. Halloween is over, guys. Antifa, I just want you to know that God loves you. And I don't mind whatever you say, and I'm still going to be here as we the people, and everybody behind me believes in we the people. And so do these lovely officers. Why? Because we care about our country. And that means you too. We're going to send you love and hope and Godspeed, because our money says, in God we trust. And may God bless you and keep you safe.
Hey, actually, the best thing we could do is sing Amazing Grace, and they will melt.
Okay, they will melt.
You're literally contradicting yourself.
Is that the transgender girl from Toronto? Were you thinking that?
Was that what?
Were you thinking that?
Understand a word you're saying with the face diaper on! Take off the muzzle!
that. Say that again.
Fucking slave, fucking sheep. If you guys are so free, if you guys are so free, so you guys hiding with the fucking
Oh, yeah. Was it recall Newsom or recall Gascon? Gascon, I'm guessing. Yeah, Gascon is the district attorney here in Los Angeles, the new one. And they're trying to get rid of him now. We're not actually sure how he got voted in, but they want to recall him already. He's very soft on crime and criminals. So, yes, he is. No cash bail, and, not holding people accountable. They're not doing add-ons, special circumstance charges, all kinds of things they're not doing to fight criminals. Gascon's also responsible for allowing Antifa, that was kettled on the 17th protest, July 17th at WeSpa, that let everybody go. So it's funny, Antifa came in and so did the Clouds. It, I guess, sort of a silver lining, but at the same time, they got dark clouds that follow them. I guess is sort of what it is. They brought the clouds with them.
Staying human, beyond just being like, beyond just being
What's that? Yeah, I need to sit down and rest my queries a little bit. So I'm going to do that right here. Sorry guys, I just need a little break for a minute. Well, I'm right where it's going to break. I think you'll like it. Yeah, I think you'll like it. Not even you have Okay.
I'm not going anywhere yet. I had it out. All right, hey, come on.
That's why you're my favorite. How many free hugs have you given out today?
Like 5 maybe.
That's it? I know, I've seen you here for a while, so I know you've given out some free hugs. Just 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. My legs need a hug right this second. Really? What are they ornery about? Tell me, Jeff.
I got a documentary for you guys if you guys want to check it out. I know you guys like the Avengers.
Nothing in particular. Why is everybody so ornery? Is it Antifa making us ornery?
Check out this documentary. Go on YouTube if it's still there, but I think it's on video or any other platform out there.
Yeah, what do they want to see?
Check out that documentary. That shit's full of all kinds of like information that you guys will be like mind blown. You'll be like, what? What? It's a good educational thing, but you know what? Don't even believe it. Stop it every now and then and fact check that motherfucker. Trust me. You're gonna go down the rabbit hole so fucking deep. You're gonna trip out. You're gonna realize that the elite have been doing this for a long time. They're just squeezing us a little more right now. This is history. the Federals did some kind of communism back then where they actually took the grain from the peasants and had what the communists called the bourgeoisie under attack by the proletariat, which is the lower class. So, see, it's all throughout history. It's everywhere. And if you look back, California, here. Now, check out on this. You ever heard of this word eugenics? Look it up online, put it on your search engine, eugenics, okay? With an E, E-U, eugenics, eugenics. If you look at that word, on the search engine, you're gonna see that there was a program
Bernie, I missed your donation on PayPal. Thank you so much for that. $18.93, I appreciate it. He says, keep up the good work. If you're an OC, I'll read that message later and get back to you. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it.
Jeremy, what do you think? The man that hit Bashal is a pussy. Or I think your words were, he's a punk ass.
I didn't say that.
He did a punk ass move.
What do you think?
I'm just asking you. You're the one who made the statement. It was a punk ass move.
I said.
Why don't you keep that same energy with the lady that did the shoulder block?
I think a move, a shoulder block, a body block is an act of initial aggression. And I'm consistent in saying that it is an act
the lady with
of
the cancer, punk ass move. Making sure you're consistent.
Watching my six. Watching my six. So that was interesting. That was very interesting. Did I write that it was a punk ass move? You know, the thing about this Twitter thing, you gotta watch every word you put out there, because somebody who you analyze might just show up and start and confront you. And that's what I think just happened. I gotta look at what I wrote. Somebody check that out. See if I wrote it was a punk ass move. But I did say that the person in the alley who started it, made the initial contact. The person who makes the physical contact is the provoker, even if they're just doing a body block or seeing if somebody runs into them. So I am consistent on that. He was challenging me because he wanted to make sure, he wanted me to be consistent and say that what I saw, what I was tweeting about this morning, what I witnessed in regards to Cedars-Sinai, and the jury is still out. I've been asking the audience. Go look at my live cast from yesterday. We are trying to determine how the Cedars-Sinai brawl started. Who made contact first? Which side did it? Who first touched either a bullhorn or another person or used their body to push somebody off the sidewalk? That's what we're trying to determine. So that guy just called me out, made sure that I'm being consistent. And I think that he was the guy in the alley, if I'm not mistaken. He was covered, his face was covered. You saw him talking to me, but I think that was him. If anybody knows or wants to weigh in, please weigh in on the chat. But I'd never spoken to that man before, and interesting. It seems that people know who I am. I have the clip. You guys can email me if you have a clip or anything you want me to see. Email me at jeremy@publicreport.org. jeremy@publicreport.org. I can be reached there, and any content, any tips, any material I'm willing to look at. I just want to state again for the record, I did not know, and this is the first time that I have either seen, spoken to, or made a nod at certain people. That was interesting. I will say, I was watching my back. I didn't go into full interview mode because of the conflict that you saw. You saw a couple of people who were being critical of the masked security and saying, sort of wanting to separate themselves or being critical of right-wing militant types being there, especially because, again, there are kids. This is a family affair here. So that's what you saw. But again, I want to say for the record, I am a truly neutral party in all this. There's nothing that I is that.
What is your name again?
I'm Jeremy Lee Quick.
Hi, Jeremy. How are you?
What's your name?
My name's Claudia.
Okay.
I remember you had gone in that one time and you were eating.
Oh yes, I was in Harlow and I went in. I'm live streaming now. You probably don't want this on record. Or...
I just wanted to say hi.
Can I say something? Or you probably. Oh shoot, today.
What did you want to say?
Well, I just wanted to mention. I won't put the camera on you, but I talked to you outside of Harlow, and we had a discussion. I told you I'm vaccinated, and just very honestly, and I think you made the point that you're here for choice and for freedom.
Exactly.
What do you think people get wrong about your message?
Well, the thing is that they think that we're trying to force it on people, that we don't want them to take the vaccine. I mean, we do have our own personal choice and freedom. However, our country is going in such a direction that these people that are protesting us, they don't understand that this is going to affect them as well. And it's not the right thing to go against us and just be together, because this is going really fast. We're losing our freedom, even if you're not in a political sense or not. But either way, we need to stick together, because they're also talking about restricting flights all of us. Let's say one of your friends or family members not vaccinated. What are you going to do? You're going to leave them behind, and that's not the right way, and it's not, morally or ethically correct. So, thank you.
Thank you so much. Do you think, I mean, when it comes to vaccines, like I'm vaccinated, as I said, do you think enough knowledge is out there right now? Do you think there's a lot of mixed messages? Do you think people are getting, what are your sources? What do you look at as far as for your news?
I read a lot about, different doctors that are epidemiologists and all, and, they know about virology, and I've known all this beforehand. So it's not like I'm just listening to mainstream media where they all have the same message that you all have to get vaccinated, and we also have our medical religious freedom. I have my self-condition that I can't, even wearing a mask, I hyperventilate, and people think it's stupid because I look normal, quite quote-unquote normal, but they don't understand what I've gone through myself, and even in work, same issue. So it's not one size fits all, and that's what people need to understand. And it's not about fighting each other. Again, it's to being cohesive, whether you have a choice or not. Again, we're still in America, whether you like it or not, which doesn't make any sense, as oddly enough that sounds. But again, we have our freedom. You can have your vaccine, such as you did, and I said, that's your choice, and it's not none of my business to tell you not to get it. And the same way as not your business, or again, just my privacy that I don't need to disclose that.
Well, thank you so much for talking with me. I really appreciate it. Yeah. Good to see you. Take care. So that is a woman who I spoke to at Harlow, and
is to dox people and create stories of lies. I just heard a cash register in my ear. Oh shit. Greta, $20 Venmo. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate you. As we're talking about Antifa here and their press and what they do. I'd sort of like to tell you what their Antifa accounts are. I think if you want to find them, you can probably find them through my Instagram or my Twitter. I often take photos of what they post and write about it. They're out here for one purpose, which is to fight fascists, they claim. Interesting. Yeah, the crowds stand out quite a bit. There's What are you hearing? Yeah, they're closing off the street. Are they ending the rally?
it looked like the rally is over. They kind of, as far as the sound system goes.
In your plan, did you consider possibly putting barricades to separate the left and the right? Has that ever come up as far as an idea?
Obviously, whatever type of recourse we need to take will take place. This particular incident, we have a street that's a very open public street that we need the traffic to go flowing back and forth. With that being said, we want to make sure that everybody stays on the sidewalk and obey all of the traffic.
It seemed like it was a little reactive is what I'm wondering, because if there was maybe barricades set up on this side and barricades set up on that side on the sidewalk, then maybe, each side would have stayed on the side. I'm just wondering if that, not on the street, obviously.
Obviously, if that needs to take place, we'll be able to do that, facilitate it, take care of it as soon as we can.
Okay, but that wasn't a plan in the beginning, right?
I do not have that information to provide.
Okay. Okay.
What can you tell us about the person who was taken away by paramedics?
He is obviously a victim of a crime that occurred. It was a stabbing that occurred, and that victim was taken to a local way.
The victim?
Do you know if it was from the protest or the counter-protest?
The person that was stabbed?
Yeah, the person that was stabbed.
So I don't know exactly. Obviously, I got it after the fact, but I got he was already being treated by fire department. So I don't know which side he was on. All I know is they had him down by a car. It appeared he suffered from a stab wound to his chest or abdomen, and he was immediately transported to a local hospital.
Okay, thank you very much.
Absolutely.
Anybody else?
May I ask for the planning? I apologize if any of this is a threat. Who's the commanding officer today?
The incident commander is Commander Al Neal for this incident.
Okay. And I guess my other question would be if it was that the police officers were exiting their cars as soon as counter-protesters.
It's WYSIWYG TV on. If you just search WYSIWYG TV on Twitter and Instagram, you'll find me. Those are my two main platforms. I've been sharing information. Obviously, we still have Facebook. Is that CNN? That's cool. Should we try to make it on CNN? That's cool. So they've sort of closed off the street here. Bobby just followed on Twitter. Better followed on Twitter. Every time a new follower comes on Twitter, I get a little notification on my phone, which I didn't silence all that stuff today, so it's fun to see you guys joining. Thank you very much. So I guess this makes me Antifa now that I'm over here, but this is an interesting perspective of what's going on and where we're at here in front of LAPD headquarters, looking back across the street at City Hall. Just kind of watching to see as people make their way out of here, try to get home, that hopefully they stay safe. And I'm curious as to why they're closing off the street. You know, I'd like to think that people aren't getting harassed, but great looking crowd of people, that's for sure. Really nice looking crowd of people.
I mean, that's one way.
Abskins, I don't know what it was. On Twitter, thank you.
What happened to freedom, my officers?
That was really nice. Don't really like when you say that language. Free speech, right? What are you going to do? Not a friend of mine.
All these faces out here. He needs at least 3 of them, dude.
Promo started following on Twitter.
I'm just saying, if it makes sense, it makes sense. If it makes sense, it makes sense.
That's really great. That was a nice sign. Or, sorry. What can I say? If you're gonna throw them out there, we gotta, you know, let the world see it. I know. Well, you know what? Maybe God, what you can do is go pause it and read the sign. God will be back in 7 minutes. I think he's gonna make a sandwich and do something else.
My son will see me.
I think that'll be wonderful. You know what? I'll go cover it from over here. I feel like you'll get people to jump in. So something's going on here, but also too is I hear there's going to be a little singing going on here in a minute. We're going to see. We're going to see what happens. So. Oh, all of a sudden they want to go home. Is that Major Williams? That's what's going on here. So all of a sudden, they're hightailing it out of here. They decided they did not want to hang out, so a lot of them are leaving.
Did they lose their pacifiers? What happened? Drivers. Move up to the sidewalk. Move up.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's Precious in the pink backpack. I can tell by the way Precious walks. And the pink backpack.
Freedom. You want to be free. That's simple. You want to be controlled. You want to be free. That's simple.
So they're getting ready to pull the cars out.
Yeah. Yeah, but a lot of people park this way. This is the first wire right here. Yeah, it's not good. Sir, do me a favor, just step back a little bit?
Yes, sir. Oh, look at that. Thank you, Antifa, for the water. They hooking it up. Oh yeah, they're sealed. I should go pass out waters to the officers. Anybody need water? There's bottles of water. It's okay. They didn't want any water, but it's funny to offer Antifa's water to them, to the police officers. You take great photographs, my friend.
Huh?
I've seen your photographs. It's beautiful work.
Why do you see my photographs?
On Instagram.
What's my name?
I'm WYSIWYG TV. But,
Who?
I'm WYSIWYG TV, but I recognize your face and I know your photos and I saw the film camera. I know you take 35mm film shots. Beautiful work. You're an incredible photographer.
What have I shot?
I can't tell you. I follow a lot of Instagram accounts, but I recognize your face and I recognize the camera. So I know you shoot a lot of like BLM protests and things like that as well, and police officers. But your photographs are incredible. You do really nice work. So
I was wondering.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I wish I could remember your Instagram account, but I know when I see something pop up.
No, thank you. I just wondered because sometimes some of the people on this house don't like me around.
Really? Yeah. I just, not many people are shooting film these days, and you can definitely see the difference in the richness of the film, and your stuff is incredible.
I can't shoot digital. I can do it on my phone.
Yeah.
But digital, I learned film. I learned dark.
Go with what you know.
All that stuff.
It's quite all right. It's good.
I'm not a lawmaker. I'm not a city legislator. Makes you think, what's the point of taking a medical treatment that doesn't even solve the problem? I'll take some Advil. It's probably about the same. Dang. I don't know if you guys have any say, but I think it's wrong to mandate the vaccine for police. If it doesn't stop transmission and it doesn't stop infection, then
come to that yet.
well, that's good, because I think it's unfair.
I think if they do it, they're going to do the weekly testing if you don't want to take the vaccine.
I still think that's unfair, because if you didn't notice the PCR test, the FDA was asked hospitals and other places to find different ways to test, because the PCR test was giving false positives, which started the pandemic. So it doesn't make sense, because I mean, at this point, everybody's already had it, survived, had the chance to get the vaccine. So it doesn't make sense to force them to do something that they might have natural immunity for. We went a whole year, people had it before the vaccine, vaccine's out, people are still doing fine. There's no point. There's really no point.
Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully it'll work out. It's still in the works, so.
Yeah, it just doesn't make sense if the vaccine still allows transmission and infection, and we went a whole year, you know? We went a whole year. Yeah, look at this. You know it's wrong, man.
I ain't talking, bro.
It doesn't make sense, sir. Think about it.
Nope.
Vaccine doesn't protect against transmission or infection. Don't you know what they can do with the vaccine passport? I can corrupt your information and make you show up as infected. Then, also with that, all your data is going to be mined. What's next? A vaccine passport for herpes? What about that? How do you feel about a vaccine passport for that?
We're done.
Yep.
So let me just tell you personally, we have a God-given immune system.
Yeah.
We can strengthen by supplements, by good social and spiritual life, by grounding, which means contact with wet sand, grass, or dirt, by avoiding profanity, believe it or not, by avoiding too much exposure to radiation from wireless.
You guys, we're going to take off. Can you guys let us move out of the way just a little bit? Yes. 2 seconds.
Damn. About what's happening. How fair is it to mandate a vaccine that still provides transmission and infection? After a year of not being infected, everybody survived everybody survived COVID when we were on lockdowns before the vaccine, so we already got it.
I'm on a break.
Well, yeah, but it's your job. You should cover different ways. You never have the right angle.
You're always creating this propaganda.
Did that gal have the wrong angle? One of your people up there?
Hey, I just showed up. I'm
you
just
didn't
saying.
Listen to that? We
I
all
watched
this stuff and you weren't paying attention.
I was over there. I watched what you guys create. You're creating propaganda.
You're still working at me about all this.
Well, yeah,
if you're gonna follow us, follow us.
I have been following you. I know
We're
what you're
right
saying.
there,
I'll see the updates today, and I know you're gonna create propaganda off of this.
You know what? You don't even know enough about journalism to comment on this.
Dude, I do know enough.
I'm a member of the extreme political middle, all right?
Okay.
Did you listen to how I interviewed her?
I hadn't. I was over there with another interview.
Was there any taint in any of that?
I'm not saying you do it.
Was there any taint in what I said?
I didn't hear
about
it.
Me.
I didn't hear it.
Let's
okay.
argue about something else. Let's go.
But what I'll say is this. You do know that the establishment you work with, yeah, do it correctly. You spin it and you make propaganda and you
spun a damn thing.
You force people into these psychological ways that they feel. You don't give there is no fair debate.
I've been a reporter for a long time.
There is no debate. Yeah, there's a lot of spin.
Why am I here then?
You're here to see what's going on, see the community, and get a story.
Why did I interview her?
Yeah, but is that going to get the right publication? What do you call it?
I think we did a good job of getting that outline.
I'll check it out, but I know you make mistakes all the time.
You should check it out right now, and then let's talk about it.
I know your past. I know how you guys work. It's all spin. Who pays the bills, right? It's the George Soros. It's the big. Who pays for this? It's the big pharma.
Not knowing what we're talking about.
It's the big pharma that advertises on the news networks because they have nowhere else to go. Who pays to advertise their medicines? They pay you guys. And then you guys do it through stories and media fucking propaganda. You'll have people in hospitals who aren't actually sick. They have great haircuts on these beds.
You did just cut it yesterday.
Yeah, but most of the time, these people are paid actors to create the story. We know how it works, but it's okay. It's a job, but just see what you're doing to your own city, your own world. I'm just saying, do your job better. If you're taking all this money from these big pharma companies.
Wait, don't you work for InfoWars?
No, I don't. It's just a shirt.
Oh, okay.
But you big pharma shills, basically, you work for them to advertise their medical treatments.
You're sort of puppets.
That's what you do. Without them, they couldn't sell the medical treatments. The media needs them to sell the medical treatments. So you won't cover anything negative. You won't cover VAERS data. They won't cover anything that says, hey, this is dangerous. They see people as percentages versus lives. So they'll say this. They'll say things like this. The vaccine is safe and effective, but not for the families who have had lifelong effects or deaths. You know?
I have a question for you, actually. Because I got COVID. I got COVID after I was vaccinated.
Right. Did you get it before the vaccines or after?
No, I got it after the vaccine.
After the vaccines.
After vaccine.
Did you get it? Were you vaccinated?
Yes, I was vaccinated.
Which vaccine did you get?
I got Pfizer.
Pfizer. That's what I had.
Okay.
Yeah, I was Pfizer, and I work in travel,
Right.
and I was going through hotspots. And there was 2 people on my crew that were vaccinated, and they got sick.
Okay.
All of us who were vaccinated, we had about 2 or 3 days of not surgery.
All right.
Those people that were not vaccinated, they're both in hospitals in Fayetteville, Arkansas.
Okay, but here's the thing. What sort of treatments are the hospitals or the health professionals saying that they're out there besides vaccination?
What type of treatment? I mean, when you go to hospitals,
People once they go to the hospital.
So getting oxygen?
It's not just that. They're prescribing different medicines that increase different symptoms.
What
like
type of medicine?
remdesivir is one.
And where did you get that information?
I don't know it's the truth, but I've heard that there's medicines that they actually are using in their practices that actually increase the symptoms that you see, like fluid in lungs and things.
If you don't know it's the truth, then are you?
Because I'm not a doctor, and every hospital is different on their ways they treat patients.
Right, but if you're not a doctor, you seem to have a very strong opinion.
I don't have a strong opinion. I'm just saying that the practices that the hospitals have, sometimes they lead to further complications because the medicines that they're using are the ones that increase the numbers for the hospitals.
Do you have any like family or close friends that work in the hospital?
I have a lot of people who've worked for hospitals. I have family that I brought to the hospital. I took care of a cancer. My mom had cancer. I took care of her from when I was 16.
About, like, work in the, like, work in doctors.
And I have people who work in genetics.
I'm sorry, because I didn't get your point entirely. You're saying that you got COVID, even though you got Pfizer. You knew other people who got COVID breakthrough who were not vaccinated, and there was a big difference between those.
It wasn't a breakthrough infection because they weren't vaccinated.
Right, they weren't vaccinated, but for you it was a breakthrough.
Yeah.
And what is what you're saying that your symptoms and
And your parents are taking you to hell. And your mommies and daddies are trying to give you to pedophiles. That should concern you. That's right, children. Mommy and daddy want to take you to be groomed for pedophiles. And the world is so upside down that these young children think the message of the cross is evil. These young children are being taught to hate God. Let me remind you what the scripture says about parents that cause children to sin. In Matthew chapter 18, for those of you who don't know. It says that you deserve to have a millstone tied around your neck and you should be drowned in the sea. That's what the Word of God says you deserve, mommies and daddies. You ought to be ashamed of yourselves. You care more about your feelings than you do about your kids.
Children on public
3, 4,
property.
and 5-year-olds should not be celebrating sexual immorality. 3, 4, and 5-year-olds should be home playing with their Barbie dolls if they're a girl and their toy trucks if they're a boy. The last thing a 4-year-old should be thinking about is what bathroom do I use to make mommy and daddy happy.
Are you mad that you can't be who you are? Are you upset?
Hey. You look like a devil-infested retard. Look at you.
Because there was
Look at you.
No, I'm saying that you possibly died because of the sinful act. That's what it's about.
You're the one that wear a mask, dummy.
Unless they have a
You're the one that wear a mask.
We all have a letter that we're without adding anything to it. It's considered an abomination.
Remember for somebody to go blind.
The original translation was for pedophilia, which is not a part of the LGBTQ plus community.
It actually is.
No, it
They're
actually
actually adopting
isn't.
it. But even homosexuality, even in the Old Testament, and the New Testament, it is clearly an abomination. I'm just gonna make sure if you make a statement, then I'm gonna correct you. Go, I'm gonna correct you if you make an incorrect statement.
The LGBTQ plus community.
They don't make up the Bible, though.
They don't make up the Bible. We're gonna add the Bible.
If you're part of the community.
I don't have that sinful act. No.
Okay, then you don't know what's a part of the community.
So it's a sinful act. It's still a sinful act because you're part of it or
I'm
not.
not asking that
I'm not part of the drug community, but I know heroin is bad.
I'm not asking that question. I'm asking if you're a part of the community, and because you're not, you do not know what is fully a part of the community.
So they changed the Bible? Does that community have their own definition?
She said that there was a passage.
She said it was not interpreted correctly.
Well, there's manuscripts.
The great translation of that Bible, which was going into a room, I'm making it basic, and translating in a big group from many different languages of the Bible. There are mistranslations throughout the years. If you looked at a Bible nowadays that has footnotes, it will say that this passage that is often quoted has been mistranslated.
Does that make you feel better?
There's translations and manuscripts, so which one?
I'm talking about the Oxford edition.
The who?
The Oxford translation.
Over there, and he was getting jumped. These people are not going to allow Antifa to continue jumping people and trying to beat them down. That's what this mob does. They get one person, they try to mob them and beat them up. And then they try to twist the narrative that we're the violent ones. We are not the violent ones. Who's starting this mess?
Now,
we are only acting in their aggression.
well, now in the situation of, there have been situations where the opposite holds true, that other people act, correct? Like, I know you don't want to talk about the alley, but I'm talking about Harlow. that there are situations where forced contact starts a fight. How do you? Is it just them, or do you guys take responsibility for your part as well?
Well, like I said, I've been watching these people and documenting them, and that's exactly the game they play. So if that game was played on them, that game was played on them. They should not be playing games. They should not be playing Twitter games either, and calling out, giving out names like this, and wanting people to get fired, to get canceled. These people, they are the violent ones. They are causing all this drama and getting people angry.
Do you take responsibility though for your own violence?
For my individual, yes, I would take. If I did something individually, it would be me. I am not a protester. I am a person who was documenting, just like you're documenting, and these people kicked me out. Well, I'm sure you got kicked out here, and you got maybe intimidated.
You know, I go back and forth, and it's a very delicate, act. It's a delicate act.
You don't side with.
I don't side with anybody.
Narrative.
I don't side with anybody.
With their narrative, yeah.
I don't side with anybody. Absolutely.
Well, I didn't either. Until these people forced me on this side. These people forced me on this side.
Do you, when you say these people forced you on this side, do you mean that politically you don't necessarily consider yourself conservative, or what are you alluding to?
I'm a libertarian.
You're a libertarian?
I'm not a conservative. I'm not a Trump supporter exactly.
No?
This has nothing to do with Trump. This here does not have anything to do with Trump. He is correct. This is an anti-vax, anti-vax. Freedom. Like I said, I'm a libertarian. My body, my choice. And these people are always twisting the narrative that we're out here trying to hurt the community without being masked and for anti-vax. It's not about anti-vax, anti-mask. It's about freedom. And these people want to suppress the freedom of the press. You know that they've been trying to kick you out there. You know for a fact. Everybody can attest to this fact that these people are the violent ones, pushing people out. So if they don't get invited to this party, they know why.
What was the first fight you got into with them?
I plead the fifth, sir. I appreciate your content.
That was an interesting interview. Now, typically, I would get both sides, but that is probably not a good idea. And the reason is you never want to be the story. One thing that resonated was when the person who I just interviewed, who I did not ask his name, but I think we all know who it is. I'm losing batteries, guys. I'm gonna plug in really quick. Just gotta plug in. All right. I think we're back. All right. So let's do it.
Have your cards ready.
I gotta get that on video. You gotta do it again now. Yeah.
Hey, how are your buddies over there?
freedom to say that here. If you get what you want, you won't be able to say shit. And you're the stupidest one of all.
We ain't got nothing on that. We have on our side. It's a spiritual battle.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm sitting there. They got their fingers up while the anthem is playing. Go to China and liquidate. You will know communist. Go live in China. Motherfucker. Guys,
You know what I'm going to do? So, because I got just one side of a story right now, I'm going to call somebody and try to get the other side of the story. And let's see if we can get the de facto head of Antifa, Chad Loader, to answer my phone call. Because he emailed me back, and his phone number was on the email that he emailed me. So I have his phone number. So why not? Let's call and see what's up. See what's up, because it's important you talk to one person to get the other side. I'm going to try again, but that number didn't seem to connect.
They live in the basement.
Is there a curfew on that side of the street? I think somebody should call their parents and ask them to get a curfew. No, I went over there. I stood right behind him. And nobody said a word to me with this shirt. I stood right behind him. And all the world did was just start talking trash. And all they're doing is screaming and hollering. A guy turns around and goes like this to me. He looks at me and I'm like, I'm still standing. I don't want to say a word. I'm not going to say nothing to you. I just want to see you guys are. Everybody's down. And I went over to the they all stood there and I pressed the button. I turned this way. Look what it is. There's a lot of people.
We need to go that way and then across.
No shot mandate, that's right. Huh?
Yeah. But when the government comes for them and their children and their families, they're going to cry out for someone to stand up for them. They're blind.
by myself when it was Jeremy Lee Quinn.
You do good.
Magazine.
I thought that was you. I just forgot your name. You do good. I've seen your video.
You articulate very well. Thank you. Most people don't.
We need more people like you. Appreciate it. We need more like Jim Bruce kind of. They really articulate with their point, Not just the fascists, the terrorists. We need to hear more than that,
I would agree. I'd agree. Absolutely. No. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'll take the compliment. I'm someone who tries to talk to as many people as I can.
Oh, yeah.
For sure. Did you see the stabbing?
No, it was a whole brawl.
Yeah.
So I missed that part.
It was pretty intense. What are you doing, man? Guys, I'm going to take a little break. I will be back in about 15 minutes, see if anything else happens. Cheers.
Very strange.
Yeah.
Yeah. Search for, but I haven't seen her in a while. Yeah, she's one of those people that kept getting her account shut down and taken away, and honestly, I don't know what it is right now. Yeah, she was going gangbusters for a while on social media, but still a lot of LAPD floating around. 867 Jane 5309 just followed on Twitter. You guys come up with some of the funniest Twitter handles. I always find it really fun to see who's following, who's doing what. Twitter can be a lot of fun. Twitter can also be some of these people are just ruthless. It's amazing that Twitter allows them to get away with it. somebody might have to go back in the stream and figure out where that's at. What was it, about an hour and a half in? Antifa sort of attacked. There was a skirmish between Antifa and Patriot Security, and Antifa deployed mace, bear spray, all the good stuff. There were several of them out there that had the materials to do that, which was sad because LAPD's right there, and they weren't able to initiate any arrests based on that. But I think that the security team sort of helped those people understand that they don't belong coming out here with those sorts of chemical weapons, because they used them, sure enough. Lorraine 833, yeah, good times.
No longer political, no longer religious. It may have been in the past, but now we come together.
The idea is to get the info out, and I'm not the best Twitterer, but I'm getting better. I'm finding my voice on Twitter, I guess you could say. Finding some comedy in it, trying to keep it kind and as much as I can. It's hard sometimes to. I'm going to keep talking straight. What's going on over here? I think that's press. Okay. It's interesting that he's just got his camera launched up there over the top of the truck. The SUV, but. Oh, no way. Very cool. That's fun. 1,000 people to hear the ramblings of WYSIWYG and see all the fun crap I find to make fun of and call out. Who was the 1,000th follower? Barbie Loves Alaska was the 1,000th follower on WYSIWYG Twitter. That's really awesome. What a great name. I gotta say thank you to a very special person who just sent me $25 on Venmo. I don't know why you do that. I do appreciate it. It's really awesome, and you really don't need to. You do so much as part of the team. That, yeah, thank you so much. You know who you are. Appreciate you, brother. So, kind of back where we started. The bathroom's here. 1 star is now following on Twitter. That's awesome. I love it, you guys. Thank you so much. The bathroom's back here at Grand Park. We're on the spring side of City Hall. Dragnet sound just played. This is kind of where we started things out today. Watching for Antifa and following what their shenanigans were. We didn't spend a whole lot of time in the rally for a couple reasons. There's still certain things we can't do and show and talk about on YouTube. Obviously, as a platform, there's certain things we can't do in terms of service, so we're still really cautious about that. And we are also very cautious about what we're showing these days, because everybody is very concerned. And I'm sure maybe I'll get in trouble for what I live streamed, but I think everybody who was on camera. Do you wanna talk to us? Yeah, you wanna? What?
Are you live streaming?
I am, but I want to make sure you're okay with that, and that's what you want to do. All right, come on over here. So I want to introduce you guys to somebody, and I'm going to start by introducing his prop first, and then we'll talk to him. Can I see that? Look at this thing. Look at this guy. You want to introduce yourself?
Hey, how's it going? I'm Tony. Nice to meet you guys. I'm still kind of getting used to this, trying to read and
yeah, there's everybody's chatting about stuff, but mostly, you know, I met Tony because of what happened on July 3rd, and you and I reached out to each other, and you know, we've been talking and sharing ideas and what's been happening, and hang on, my phone just got really dark here, so I got to fix that real quick. A little love. We still got good battery, but so. You got a camera on, you've got a radio. It says security, but that's for that's whatever your t-shirt is. But I saw you over with Antifa yelling something. What were you yelling?
I was yelling to unmask them.
Unmask them.
Yeah,
why is that important?
Because they survived. It's by anonymity.
Hey, there's like 5 cop cars lined up over there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
All right. Thanks.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, it was just, what was I doing over there?
No, but the unmasking part's really important because I'll let you tell why it's important to unmask Antifa.
Because they actually thrive on their anonymity, right? That's what gives them their strength. The fact that they're anonymous and they can create some bullshit, right, and get away with it. So what I was yelling at to my guys, to the guys over there, is to unmask all of them.
Yeah,
you know,
it's the whole purpose of block.
Yeah.
Block is to hide your identity so that when you go and attack people, that it makes it hard for the police to identify you. It makes it hard for the person you attack to identify you.
Yeah. Exactly.
And so that's sort of the point. Do you want to share your social media or anything?
Yeah, it's Roof Korean 7 on Twitter. I don't have Instagram. I do have Instagram, but I haven't posted anything because I'm still trying to figure that out. And then I have Facebook, which I don't really use. I usually use it just for my Fight Club buddies. And then, just on Twitter.
Right. For anybody who's watching that doesn't know what a Roof Korean is, will you give them the quick rundown?
It's basically Koreans that defended their neighborhood back in 1992. And it was basically the guys that were on the roofs that had guns and were basically, shooting back. It wasn't that looters. It was a lot of gang members that were there that were taking pot shots at us. So we were just.
It was sort of full-out war in LA during that period of time.
It was, and we thought it was going to go longer.
Yeah,
but thank God it didn't.
Right. So you've been out here with the group. It was a great turnout today.
It was. It was a fabulous turnout.
It was.
Seriously.
Thank you for everything.
Yeah. I was gonna.
No problem. We'll see, like, do other things.
All right. Good to see you.
Do other things. Yeah. That's good. We got our message out.
Everybody's working on getting out of here, and it's actually some really nice light coming through with the clouds that Antifa brought in, and it actually cooled off quite nice today. But so I thought it was a great turnout.
Yeah, me too.
I thought everybody handled themselves really well as far as knowing that Antifa was here, knowing as they walked up we were seeing them and seeing these guys getting ready, doing their thing. And I thought people handled themselves quite well.
They did. I thought we did excellent.
See you, Chris. Good to
see you.
Yeah. So we were professional. I mean, we actually had a couple of Antifa kids show up with the flag, and they were here. And
I showed an interview to my audience that I did with them, and so I caught a little bit of trouble from patriots about that interview.
Oh.
And what I was saying, because I gave them the time of day.
Well,
I treated them like human beings.
You're gonna get that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna say like we don't have guys on our side that are really hot-headed and emotionally driven, just like they do on their side.
Right.
You know, so it just takes us that are more even-tempered and just level-headed to kind of have that dialogue, because it doesn't need to be violence. It doesn't need. No one needs to get their asses kicked. No one needs to get stabbed. Right? I mean, people just want to come here, express a First Amendment opinion, and then leave. They don't want someone who comes up and says, punch a Nazi in the face.
Right.
That's not cool. You know?
No. Just the slogan on its own, you've already made up your mind about who somebody is, and unless you're wearing like a full World War II Nazi outfit,
right.
I don't think you know what a Nazi looks like.
Exactly.
You know, maybe some SS tattoos and some really, like, I can pick out a Nazi too, but
give me a moment.
I haven't seen any of those people. But yeah, you know what he's saying. But yeah, all kinds of people saying hi. Everybody's walking out, and so we'll finish up this conversation with Rooftop.
Yeah.
But so that was good. Did you get body cam footage of what happened?
No, actually,
you know, turned on.
Yeah, I forgot to turn it on because I was just walking, and then it just happened in front of me.
I've done the same damn thing,
and it was just like pandemonium. I was just kind of walking through the crowd in a way. I'm sure there's video of that, me just kind of walking when all the melee's happening. You know, some guy actually took a swing at me. I had to like duck out of the way, and then someone threw like I think it looked like a Red Bull or something.
Yeah, I saw a lot of stuff flying. I saw a lot of pepper spray coming out. And the one thing I noticed that when the pepper spray came out, it didn't push guys back. They went after the people with the pepper spray. And I'm like, thank you. About time. You know, these kids in the pepper spray using it as a weapon is insane.
Yeah. But our biggest strength is going to be unmasking them and exposing them for who they are.
Yeah.
Because only cowards hide their face and commit lawlessness and expect to get away with it.
I can hear them watching this right now and them saying, oh, well, patriots are covering their faces.
Yeah.
Not the same way.
It's not the same way.
Not the same way at all.
Patriots only covering their face because they dox them, right? But they're here to protect women and children. Right. You know, Antifa's the one, and BLM is the one that's been
We're doing it because we have to protect ourselves.
Attacking children.
You're doing it because you're trying to protect your identity because you're committing violent acts.
Exactly.
And there's a big difference.
You're trying
That's
to hide
the nuance in that argument that we've been trying to get out for a long time. And it's you guys watching that can help get that out by sharing the stories, sharing the videos, talking about what's going on, and putting the truth out there for normal people who don't know what's happening to see the atrocity. I don't want to call it an atrocity.
The truth.
The truth. Just see the truth. Know that this is happening. You don't have to make it political. It's just there's a group of people in this country in multiple states that are going around and terrorizing people under the guise that they're protecting their community from the people who harm them.
Right.
And these people out here don't harm people. They're not the ones harming people.
Right.
The left has created that story to make themselves seem justified in silencing those of us who have a differing opinion that they don't like.
Yeah.
That's not racist. That's what they use.
And the problem is because these guys have nothing better to do.
Right.
Right. You guys got to take a plane to like some third world country and just kind of see how it is, and that'll reshape your worldview in terms of what America is. America's like the greatest place ever.
Get out of the basement.
Yeah. Don't fuck it up for all of us. You know. Seriously.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't curse very often, but I'm just saying, you know, because that's what you guys are doing.
Right.
You guys are coming in black bloc and threatening people, intimidating them. Right.
Right.
But I'm just telling you right now, that's not going to happen in LA anymore. No. That's not happening anymore.
No.
Right.
It's clearly over.
Yeah. So just anyway, put you guys on notice. You guys don't have to do what you guys were doing back in 2017, right? If you guys are ready for a new message, I'm willing to talk. But if you want to come and fuck around, you'll get fucked up. That's basically what it is.
There you go.
So, anyway.
Don't come out here to commit violence towards families and people that have a voice too. So it's great talking to you. Thank you very much. Keep that orange water bottle close, right? I saw a lot of them today too.
I know.
It's awesome. Cool. It's great to see. You want to say hi?
Yeah, sure, why not? What's up?
Tell everybody who you are.
Oh, my name is Isaiah.
Yes, Isaiah.
Yeah.
Isaiah and I have talked a bunch. We've been seeing each other on the street for a while, and he said hi to me this morning, and we just, we were watching Antifa.
No, you missed the fight. So what happened was the mobs.
Wait. You think I missed it?
I thought you.
Hell no, I was right there.
Oh, okay.
I knew exactly. I've been watching these kids all day, like that was my distraction, not what was going on
So,
here.
no.
Making sure that
So
we
the
were
crazy
keeping an
thing
eye
is they
on
keep
Antifa.
on saying that everyone's here racist and everyone's a neo-Nazi. Clearly, no one has ever looked up what a Nazi is. You
Right.
have to be white, blonde hair, and blue
They
eyes. made
create
that-
a new definition, so it fits their narrative. That's the only way you can make me a Nazi or a racist is by changing the definition to suit your needs. So good luck with that, because it doesn't exist for us and for the people here. You know.
And it's so crazy too. They made their event today saying, "Oh, we're going to stop fascism. No safe space." So you're over here causing violence. We're like, "Oh, we're peaceful protesting."
Yeah,
Not
the fascists were across the street trying to get over here to do harm to
hurt women and children that were
women
here.
and children and decent.
That they're doing
you know.
in Portland. Exactly the same thing. I don't get it. It's just
You
saying.
saw the Portland stuff that happened this past
Yeah, I
weekend?
had a chance to look at the
Insane.
videos. I'm like, okay, to see the films, what was going on. Yeah, it's very disturbing how they're just beating on women and children.
Yeah.
But most of their people, it's kind of crazy. Most of the people that are in this Antifa, most of them are convicted sex offenders or like wife beaters and stuff like that.
Or just criminals in general.
Yep.
Like,
But-
why, you know.
But they say they're not racist, but every time I see them, it's all a bunch of white people. And it's kind of funny. So you have a bunch of white people who say they're not racist, but they're jumping on minorities. I mean, that you don't see that.
Well,
does not look good for anybody.
Kedrick was out here, and Mario was out, and they're obviously not white guys.
Yeah, they cover their faces, but they have like no like.
No, actually, well, Kedrick doesn't cover his face, but you know, Kedrick also has a very distorted sense of reality.
Yes, he does.
And I only say that because he speaks of things where you see and know the truth about it, and you see the video and he says something completely different, and it's like, wait, what glasses do you have on at the moment? Because we're watching something very different. I'm not talking about his life experience. I don't know anything about that, but I'm talking about the things that I can see for myself and the reality of it. And I see people getting attacked, and when you tell me that people aren't getting attacked, I'm like, I just saw people get attacked. That's the reality I'm talking about. Just so we're clear before you guys, call me out on that. Not you guys, but the left that's watching.
Yeah, I mean, you've been through so much. Death threats.
They hate me so much, but they love watching the live stream.
I mean, you're just a journalism that is just telling the truth.
I'm not a journalist.
Oh, I thought you were a journalist.
I'm not. I'm really not a journalist, but...
I mean, you film it. That's journalism.
It is. I have a very strange sense of journalism. I've got a camera. I show what's going on. I point it someplace. A lot of people call it journalism. Whatever.
That's true. Yeah, man, just be safe.
There's a lot of opinion that I throw out there, too.
Yeah,
It was great talking to you. Have safe travels home. So, Isaiah is awesome. And he's the guy that knows more about Tia from Riverside than anybody else. He was there. He's all about it. And maybe one day what we'll do is we'll do an interview just about Tia. Maybe we can do something. I don't know. I got to figure out how. But he came to me about that the first time to sort of enlighten what the truth was about what's going on out there and this whole free Tia movement. And in case Chad's listening, hey, let's do coffee, you, me, and Isaiah, because I think you guys should talk about that. That's a really fascinating thing. And he brought that up to me off camera earlier. So if you're watching and you're hearing this, maybe I'll send you a message. But he's a really, really good guy, and I think you'd find an interesting perspective from Isaiah. Sad. Oh, I had a couple bits of business I need to take care of here real quick. Villain report. Thank you very much for that $20. The villain says, hey, villain report says, hi, hilarious watching water bottle bonkers. Good times. And then there was another one that came in. Shit, maybe it's in my pocket while we were talking. No, I got that one. I'm sorry, I might have missed a super chat. I'm so sorry. I don't know how long they take to process, but I definitely missed one. I apologize. Doing interviews and stuff. But here, this is the crowd that's still here. Little crowd. It's thinning out, but you know, it's still early, and there's people out and about. No Antifa. No, we're getting low. The other one's getting low too, but you know. So, hey, see you, bud. So, for those of you who, I just got a tweet message of an incoming tweet that I want to share with you. Let me get this out here, and I'll share it up. Hopefully we got enough juice for this. It says, this is from an account on Twitter called People City Council. And Richie Sharjenko, that runs this website, real piece of work, this guy. His blurred vision of reality is something special, to say the least. I'll leave it at that. And he says, this is a tweet about today's happenings. Yeah. So this is from, actually, a tweet from Frank Stoltz. He says, something happened to me today that's never happened in 30 years of reporting in LA. At LAist, I was shoved, kicked, and my eyeglasses were ripped off my face by a group of guys at a protest outside of City Hall during an anti-vax recall. Gavin Newsom pro-Trump rally. I saw this video. I saw this guy. Apparently this is the guy. He was not identified as a journalist. I saw him out in the crowd. Something good going on there, but nothing worth showing. There's already a whole lot of leftist social media going on about today's events. Richie says, in typical Proud Boy fashion, they attacked multiple journalists today. LAPD HQ stood by and watched them do it. Come on. That's it. There were not multiple journalists attacked. They're going to claim that the people across the street that were Antifa were journalists. No, those weren't journalists. Those weren't journalists. But also, too, the funny thing is none of those people, Richie Sharjenko, would never, ever mention the journalist on your camera getting attacked. So Richie Sharjenko can go fuck himself and his bullshit lies that he throws out day in and day out about LAPD and LASD. And I know I'll catch a lot of shit for that, but fuck you, Richie. Good luck with your life. So anyway, yeah. That's, instead of fuck you, Antifa, it's fuck you, Richie. Good luck with your bullshit. Yeah, so those are the kind of tweets we're seeing already. And that's the kind of stuff we're going to see coming out of the left. But you guys saw this stream. I'm going to try to pull out some clips and see what I can get to post up, because we all know what this group of Antifa fascists that came out here, what they intended to do, and they succeeded at doing just that. And they got hammered for it. And they'll continue to get hammered until they stop coming out here and attacking women and children. So anyway, now that I'm all fired up, thank you guys so much. I appreciate everybody joining, watching, following, subscribing, all the donations, all the support you guys give me and the channel. It's mucho apreciado. Yeah, so I know a bunch of new people have joined Discord. Hopefully you guys are figuring it out. Hopefully you guys are figuring it out and learning Discord and coming in and saying hi. There's always the after show where we hang out and we talk about what happened and all that good stuff. As I drive home and I find some tacos or something, I'm starving. I'm gonna get some food and some drink and chit chat with everybody in Discord and just sort of like unwind from what happened. But I think we're gonna call it a day. I think it was very successful. You guys were awesome. It was great hanging out with you, and it's good to be back full steam, because I hadn't streamed since the 17th. Wait, no, we did like a studio thing, but that was playing around. That was having fun, go-kart tires. But yeah, so thank you guys so much. Mega Princess, you're awesome over there in Twitch. Thank you, OKC. Thank you to all the mods. You guys are great. Everybody's doing an amazing job. We're still on the air. We're still doing our thing. So what everybody's doing, we're keeping it together, and you know, we're doing it. So thank you guys. Thanks to everybody in my ear in the studio for helping me out, keeping me safe, and watching all the other streams, and good times. So Mary A just joined the Discord server. Look at that. A whole bunch of people just came in the Discord server. So we'll jump out of here. We'll go into the lounge and we'll hang out for a little while. Snooks, thank you very much. Wild Angel, I will have a beer on you. You can absolutely count on that. I appreciate it so much, and we'll see you guys on the next one. We got some stuff coming up. We might be traveling down to Orange County. Another one of those Antifa's coming out events. We're gonna go see what happens, you know. So, all right. Till then, thank you guys so much. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.
When they want to settle a lawsuit abortion. I demanded a meeting with the city manager, and I demanded Greg Locke to be there to answer why are they paying ACLU $250,000. I sat there and I confronted the city manager, and with Greg Locke there, Mr. Anti-Abortion, right? Always talks about abortion. And he said, because nobody in the city helped the city fight abortion. I said, wait a second, Kenny. Are you telling me that not one church, Greg, not one church in this city did anything to help you fight the ACLU with abortion? He said no. Greg Locke was standing right there. I said, not one. All these churches here, right? You got famous pastor here, always talks about abortion. Are you telling me that these churches didn't lift a finger to help you? He said no. Right in front of Greg Locke. Greg Locke walked out of the meeting, texted me and said, you don't give me enough credit for what I do, brother. I've given the city tens of thousands of dollars. I said, Greg, were you just not in the same meeting I was in? I'm not one of your sycophant followers. You're not going to deceive me with your lies because I want to be famous. I rejected his offer when he wanted to bring me into the Evangelical Boys Club. I said, no, thank you. But people don't know this. This is a man who preached with Clayton Jennings. You know who he is, right? He stood on a stage with a rapist whose own father threw him out of the ministry, and he took a stage with him. He took a stage with Josh Feuerstein, the oneness heretic. American Christianity right there.
101.
Oh, you want me to talk what's wrong with Greg Locke? Let me get to that.
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
All right, well, no one knows it. Now they do.
Now they do.
Okay, now they do. And they know it on your feed, too.
The same guy that called our governor of our state a coward and a communist because of the executive order that if he actually read, would realize all he did was do what he said to get views.
All right.
I know Governor Bill Lee. I've talked to Governor Bill Lee. His executive order is not what the media is making out to be. All it does is say that the National Guard can be used to help build hospitals if needed and to nursing duties if needed. Nothing more, nothing less. And if you'd like to talk to Bill Lee, I can arrange that too.
All right.
And he's going to perform?
Do you want to?
He's performing on stage.
Who is?
The dude, the Satanist?
The one, somebody's got to go get it on video.
Yeah,
somebody's got to get a video because that's a PR nightmare for them. They cancel it. The satanic pedophile is up on stage.
satanic pedophiles up on stage. Let's see if they let us in. Yeah. They might.
I've been doing that all day, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, these are some woke cops over here.
I know.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
Let's propose it.
Let's go.
But maybe, just maybe in hell, Bob will just play street service over and over again. You might hear this one again. You might hear it 100 times in
Huh?
hell and not be able to do a thing about it. You won't be able to go. You won't be able to do it. Oh, I hear that the pedophile creep is on stage. The one that sleeps with his brother and wants to sleep with
I'm going to sign off for this, and then I'm going to record because there's something I got to do. So I want to sign off for a while, you guys. I might come back on. I'll come back on at some point. I want to talk to you guys about everything that's been happening. So, God